Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So like you've probably read by the title, today we're going to take a look at my favorite horses from the past 5 months. You guessed it, the last time I did one of these was 5 months ago, so I decided it's time for a new one. I also, at the end of this video, have a question for you regarding a video idea I have. I'm not entirely sure if I should do it, hence why I want to ask you. So keep on watching till the end of this video because I would really appreciate it if you would answer my question. I'm really excited to make one of these again, so without any further ado, let's just jump straight into it. The very first horse for today is this Smokey Andalusian. I think this is probably my favorite Andalusian, maybe apart from the one I named after Dario, which is coming in a second, but this one, I just love it so much. This coat is something we don't see very often in SSO, and I like coats that we don't see very often because I feel like they're special and they're not just your regular black or bay, you know? This one I think Star Stable has done a phenomenal job on, and I would love to see more horses with a coat like this. I definitely would. Anyway, that was it for the first horse of today, and now let's move on to the second one, which is also an Andalusian. What a surprise! Next up, we have the Bay Andalusian from the Star Stable Horses app. This is Love Dare. I named him after my lease horse Dario because he looks very similar to him in build as well as coat. I think that this one is one of my favorites because I named it after my lease horse, because this one just reminds me of him, and that's why it's one of my favorites, I believe. But aside from that, I do have to say that I love the Andalusians and I love bays as well, so it's not just the fact that I named him after my lease horse. So yeah, this was the second favorite horse of mine so far. Let's move on to number 3. Here we have the Pearlie Andalusian as my third favorite horse for this video. Again, an Andalusian, what a surprise, like I mentioned, but the Pearlie, you guys know that I'm usually not the biggest fan of Pearlies. This coat, however, absolutely stole my heart. I mainly love that this one has a lot of detail and that the mane's a little darker in contrast compared to the coat itself. I very often feel like with Pearlies that they're very flat, and that's why I don't really like them, and even though this might not be very realistic, I still like it better than what Star Stable used to make in the past. For example, the Pearlie Accoltique. I don't like that one as much as I do this one. So yeah, this one is definitely one of my favorites too, and I actually very often tend to be wanting to ride this horse, so that's very great, right? I could talk about this horse all day, but we're not going to do that. We're going to move on to number 4, which is, you guessed it, an Andalusian. Actually, not exactly, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Next up, we have Fonzie, the magical horse from the Christmas village. I said the next one was an Andalusian because this one does have the Andalusian model. Its original coat, its natural coat, is a flaxen chestnut. I know I said palomino in my Fonzie video, but it's flaxen chestnut, I'm sorry. And its special coat is the same flaxen chestnut, but then with white dots on it, like a deer, you know? This horse was indeed inspired by a deer. I love this horse because 1, I love the idea, and 2, I love how it turned out as well. Next up, and this might come as a surprise, we have a tinker horse, namely the Skubald Chestnut Tobiano. I managed to remember the coat name, you guys. Anyway, the reason that this might come as a surprise to you is because I've mentioned in the past that I'm not a big draft horse fan. However, Star Stable did such a phenomenal job on the Tinkers that I think they are absolutely stunning. The animations are very well done. I love the coats on them. Their mane and tail are so big and fluffy and it looks so good. This coat specifically I really liked because you don't really see this one often in SSO either, and I really love it. Now with that being said, I've already expressed my love for Tinkers, so you can't expect me to only put in one, right? The next one's also going to be a tinker, so let's just get into that. There we have him, you guys, the Piebald Black Tobiano Tinker Horse. I love this one so much. You've probably seen it in a lot of intros and outros of certain videos of mine. Even this one, I just really love riding this horse. I just can't help but love Black Tobiano draft horses in general. They are so nice. The Black Tobiano Clydesdale was also one of my favorites for a long time, and I'm just obsessed with Black Tobiano draft horses, like I said. And I'm also not ashamed of being basic, okay? You don't have to tell me. People don't actually tell me I'm basic. I just feel like I'm basic because I love blacks and bays and not a special coat like a silver dapple. Like, silver dapples absolutely are not my thing. It's just, I don't know. I like basic coats, okay? I've also already expressed my love for the Tinker horses in the previous horse part thingy. I don't know what to call it. So yeah, I don't really feel like repeating that right now. So let's move on to the very last part of this video, which is the question I have for you guys. So let's go. A few weeks ago, I came up with an idea, but I'm not entirely sure if I should actually use it and make a video, you know, with that idea. So I'm going to explain to you what it is, and then you have to tell me whether you want to see that video or not in a poll in the upper right corner that is coming in a second. So this idea is mainly that I'm going to talk about my Star Stable favorites. So that's going to be my favorite home stable, favorite area, favorite horse, favorite whatever. And you can also leave me recommendations on favorite whatever in the comments down below. I can make multiple videos on this, and all you have to do is tell me if you want to see it or not, because I'm not sure if a lot of people are interested in it. I personally feel like that would be a very fun video for you guys to watch as well as for me to make, because I would love to like go on a hunt for, oh, and that I can pick my favorite from, and that I can pick my favorite from, and I would just love to make it. I'm just not sure if you guys are interested, so let me know your opinion in the poll in the upper right corner right now, as well as let me know what kind of favorites you would like to see in the comments down below, and I would really appreciate if you would help me out. And with that being said, we have come to the end of today's video. Okay, you guys, those were the horses that have been my favorites since August, since my last video. And I know it was mainly Andalusians, but you guys know that the Andalusians are my favorite breed. They're the best in my opinion. I did mention one Tinker, but no Curlies, and I want to explain to you why I did not pick a Curly this time. I don't really feel like the Curlies are my breed. I bought most of them because of their coat color and because I loved their coat so much, but they're just not entirely my horse breed, my kind of horse breed. I like something like the Andalusians or the Akeltiques, something elegant. I really like that. But anyway, I've said what I wanted to say, and with that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching. In case you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you want to see more videos of mine, that's possible. Simply subscribe to my channel down below and turn on your notifications so you'll never miss out on any videos. And with that being said, I really hope I'll see you back on Wednesday with a brand new update video. Bye guys!